So Piers Morgan is officially done. Some pretty bad news coming in for him, and Harry is not done at all when it comes to coming for the UK press. Hey guys, it's Morali. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. Back at again with another video. If you have not subscribed, click that button, guys. It is daily and consistent content. Comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let's get straight into this mess because a lot is happening. So Piers Morgan is going through some horrific times in his career right now. It looks like he has been fired. Don't believe the spin. Just 2 years into his 3-year deal with Rupert Murdoch, and with no sign of it working, Piers is out of Talk TV. Now, we discussed this a couple of days ago about him being fired, but it's not looking good for him with more updates. Spin from him is that he is shifting the show to YouTube to escape the unnecessary straitjacket and no longer having to be a slave to the schedule. He had a primetime slot and he failed to win an audience, despite all the hype from The Sun and Times. Talk TV is being pared back. The single biggest budget item was Piers Morgan. However, when we look at ratings which now have been revealed, he was not delivering an audience to match his ego. The dream of a global Piers show broadcast in London, going out in Australia and the US simply did not work. Fox News also did not want to touch Piers Morgan. Australian viewers didn't care for the frequent British Z-list guests. Order.com reports. The big names that report audiences in those markets were too few and far between. The show was at first downsized, and after 2 years of mostly losing to Nigel Farage on GB News, was ultimately dropped. Now, Piers Morgan has exclaimed the fact that he wants to go full on digital. He wants to, be fully online and on YouTube and etc. However, if you look at his most recent content, the views are not sufficient enough for him to withstand having his entire show with a broadcast team that the budget of Talk TV have. So we are essentially looking at the downfall of Piers Morgan. The fact that he's just not working. He became a salacious viral gimmick, and that is what he relied on. That is what he relied on to withstand a public-facing career, and it was extremely short-lived. When you have no integrity, no morals, and no values, and you are walking hypocrisy, your career won't last that long. And this is what we are seeing. You've gone from being on ITV on a primetime slot to then going to Talk TV via Murdoch, and then your Talk TV show, the ratings were dwindling. Nigel Farage was beating you on GB News. Nigel Farage. It's just, the jokes write themselves. His career is done, and for the fact that he's now not even accumulating a regular amount of views, apart from his interviews that he does, it's not sufficient enough. It's sufficient enough to live on, of course, but it's not sufficient enough for him to have an entire broadcast team that the budget would be for Talk TV or ITV. So therefore, Piers Morgan is going to be looking slimmer and slimmer and slimmer when it comes to his TV set. I wouldn't be surprised, if he just I wouldn't be surprised if it just all went away. I honestly wouldn't. I really wouldn't, guys. Basically, he's going to be taking some salary cuts. Is basically what he's going to be experiencing. But this is basically Piers Morgan over. In my opinion, I don't see what other team is going to come for him or hire him. I just don't understand. Prince Harry is not done. And evidently, Jessica Newton, this from The Sun, clearly is upset with Harry. Their trial against The Sun begins in January 2025, 10 months on from now. So lest we forget that. He's won everything with the Mirror. The Sun is quaking in their boots. Murdoch is quaking in his boots, but Prince Harry is not done in any capacity when it comes to them. Hence why she's now on, the BBC, or discussing the fact that, Prince Harry is jealous or bad son or not good royal or whatever. He needs to come back, while simultaneously dragging him. And this is what British people do very well. Professional gaslighting, where we can treat you however we want, but how dare you react or respond? And if you do react or respond in a way that we do not agree, we are going to doubt your sanity. This is what American politics and attitude, British politics and attitude, Israeli politics and attitude, this is how these three work. They work like this, where we can do what we want. If you react, we will punish you. You are not allowed to. We are going to doubt your sanity. And we're going to keep doing it until you go mad. This is how these three countries work when it comes to politics, etc. We know what's going on in Palestine. They've cornered everybody in a place called Rafah, which borders Egypt. 1.5 million refugees displaced from their homes, which have been destroyed in front of our eyes, are sitting in this corner. And now they're planning a ground invasion to kill them all. It's absolutely insane. This is colonization happening right in front of our eyes. And the Rishi Sunak, the UK Prime Minister, Biden, Everybody is complicit. They're looking at all of this and they don't care. So when it comes to the Western world, the Western world has, humanity, morals, is more, better built than Africa and Asia and Latin America. It's all a myth. It's all a lie. Western humanity is a myth and a lie if you are not white. That's really as simply as it is. The fact that all of these countries, with the exemption of Spain and Norway and Portugal, and I'm here for them, UK and America and etc., love to talk about how backwards Africa can be, how homophobic the Middle East is, but they all have turned a blind eye to the fact that 15,000 children have been killed in the past month. Moral compasses are selective, but they want to sit here and gaslight us and talk to us and say, from the countries that we come from, they're not right, they're backwards, they have bad rules, I don't agree with X, Y, Z. When the myth of Western humanity was shown to us right here, when all of these countries are complicit, selling weapons, said that, they don't care what's going on, as innocent people are being killed in a genocide right in front of our faces and our eyes. But then they want to act like they're superior or better or have a better moral compass, and it's an absolute fable, it's a lie. There's no such thing as humanity in the Western world. It's all a mirage. It doesn't exist. It's hypocritical to the finest degree, but then they want to act with their, colonial mindsets that other parts of the world are less progressive when all of these countries have blood on their hands. All of the stories of holocausts and slave trades and etc. that we talk about in history, we're like, how could this have taken place? How could these people have done stuff like this? It's happening right now in front of our faces. It's just disgusting. Subscribe to the channel, click that button, guys. It is daily and consistent content. Comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, I would appreciate it. Subscribe, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.